The ultimate guide to Tokyo Station. 8 recommended shopping and food areas.
Samurai Junjiro Channel.
Hi, I'm Akanemaru, born and raised in Japan. This video is about Tokyo Station. We'll introduce 48 recommended foods, including the latest restaurant dishes and popular sweets on social media. We provide plenty of useful information for your trip, such as how to make a reservation at a popular shop, so please watch it until the end. Now, let's get started! We have arrived at Tokyo Station. Tokyo Station is the busiest station in Japan in terms of train arrivals and departures, with about 4,100 trains arriving and departing daily. The station is very large, so even people living in Japan can get lost here. That's why this time we will divide the station into 8 areas and introduce them in an easy-to-understand way. We'll use a map to explain so you can easily get to the places we're introducing this time. First, let's start by introducing the stores inside the ticket gates. This area is at the heart of Tokyo Station, where you can find the Shinkansen ticket counters, dedicated Shinkansen gates, and stairs to the platforms for the Yamanote line, among others. Let's start by introducing this shop called Zop. The shop is committed to selling only one type of curry bread, and they sell over 700 pieces per day. Let's try their freshly fried curry bread. It has a delightful aroma of spices. Coated with coarse breadcrumbs and deep-fried, so the outside is crispy. The thick bread dough is chewy and has a subtle sweetness. Inside, there's a curry blend made with over 10 different spices and ground meat. It has some spiciness, but you can also taste the sweetness because it contains onions, carrots, mushrooms, and other vegetables. It's delicious even when cooled down, but I highly recommend eating it while it's still hot and fresh. Next up is the souvenir specialty store, Hanagataya, located between platforms 6 and 7. While they have various types of sweets and snacks, let us specifically introduce 2 highly recommended items. First one is the sugar butter sand. White chocolate cream is sandwiched between butter and sugar-infused cereal dough. The light and crispy texture is addictive. It's sweet and delicious. Next up is Nenrin-ya's Baumkuchen. It's coated with sugar on the surface and baked, so the outside is crispy and sweet. Inside, it's fluffy, and you can taste the sweetness of eggs and butter. Next store is right in front of Hanagataya, where we just bought souvenirs. It's called Ekibenya Matsuri. This is a specialty store for ekiben that many people visit before riding the Shinkansen. Among all the bento stores in Tokyo Station, this one offers the most extensive variety, so we highly recommend buying from here. Let us introduce 3 particularly recommended bento boxes. First one is an ekiben of beef tongue. This container comes with a string attached, and when you pull the string, the inside of the container is heated. Even on the Shinkansen, you can enjoy warm dishes. The beef tongue's crunchy texture is good. It's rich with fat, making it a perfect match with rice. This is a conger eel bento. The sweetly simmered conger eel has the aroma of soy sauce. It's moist and melt in your mouth. The sauce is a bit sweet, so when you sprinkle some sansho pepper, it adds a refreshing spiciness that enhances the flavor. Next up is a crab bento. On top of the rice cooked together with crab, there's flaked crab meat. This container can be heated in the microwave so you can enjoy it piping hot. With one bite, the flavor of crab fills your mouth. Alright, let's move on to the next area. Go down the stairs from the first floor to the basement 1 floor. We'll introduce 4 stores located near the Grandsta Underground North exit. First, let us introduce the store located inside the ticket gate, just before you exit the Grandsta Underground North exit. This is Gato Festa Harada, a specialty store for rusks. Founded in 1901 in Takasaki City, Gunma Prefecture, it's a popular store with over 30 locations all over Japan. There are many different types, but we'll introduce 3 recommended foods from this store. First, we'll have the most popular classic rusk from this store. They soak French bread generously with butter and sprinkle sugar before baking it. It has a wonderful aroma of butter. The texture is crispy and sweet. This is Tigress Red Velvet, available only at stores in Tokyo. It's a cocoa-flavored chocolate cake topped with white chocolate containing raspberries. The chocolate cake also has cherries, giving it a fruity and a bit tart. The white chocolate is smooth and creamy. It's an elegant sweet cake. Next, we will introduce a soft-serve ice cream that is only available at 4 out of the 30 or more stores. It's a mix of matcha and milk flavors topped with red bean paste and rusk. It has the matcha aroma and buttery aroma of rusk. Soft-serve ice cream has subtle bitterness from matcha and sweetness from milk, making it a perfect combination. The red bean paste has a texture from the red bean skins, adding a nice accent. It's recommended to generously top the rusk with red bean paste and soft-serve ice cream. The ice cream soaks the sweet rusk, making it even more delicious. This special ice cream is only available at 4 stores, so be sure to give it a try. Alright, from here on, we'll introduce the stores outside the ticket gates. Next up is Honnoria, located right after you exit Grandsta Underground North exit. It's a specialty store that sells over 10 different types of onigiri at all times. You can also enjoy freshly made onigiri inside the store. This time, we'll introduce an onigiri that's particularly popular. This is a salmon and salmon roll onigiri. It has a nice scent of seaweed. The rice is fluffy and you can taste the sweetness of the rice. The fat of the salmon and the saltiness of the salmon roll make the rice even more delicious. It's a perfect onigiri for breakfast. Next, we'll introduce the restaurant area located just outside the Grandsta Underground North exit. This restaurant area spans 3 floors, from basement 1 to ground 2, and features over 20 popular restaurants. During lunchtime, it's bustling with many people. We'll introduce 2 of the restaurants here. First, let us introduce Kisuke. This restaurant has its main store in Sendai City, the home of beef tongue, and there are over 10 branches across Japan. The beef tongue, simmered in a salt-based broth for a long time, is thick but is tender enough to be cut with chopsticks. The texture of the meat is moist. Tsukune, made by mincing the beef tongue and skewering it for grilling. The outside is crispy and the inside is juicy. It's recommended to enjoy it with spicy miso containing chili peppers. The dish we recommend most at this restaurant is the set meal that includes grilled beef tongue, rice, and soup. The thickly sliced beef tongue is juicy and has a crispy texture that is addictive. With the rich flavor of the meat, it tastes absolutely delicious when eaten with rice. Next, we'll introduce Kiwamiya, a specialty restaurant for hamburger steaks and steaks. At this restaurant, you can grill hamburger steaks and steaks right in front of you on an iron plate and enjoy the hot meat cooked to your preferred level. By the way, it's the same restaurant that was featured in the recent video at Shibuya Parko. There are only 2 locations in Tokyo, one in Shibuya Parko and the other at Tokyo Station. There's always a long line, but if you don't want to wait too long, it's better to go around 4 p.m. when it's less crowded. The soup, salad, soft-serve ice cream, and the rice are all free refills. We recommend the set menu with both hamburger steak and steak. The hot, freshly grilled hamburger steak you cook yourself is absolutely delicious. The steak has just the right amount of marbling, making it melt in your mouth. Next, we will introduce an area that is about a 2-minute walk from here. It's called Tokyo Okashi Land, located right in front of the Yaesu Underground Central Exit. In this area, 4 major Japanese snack companies have come together to sell popular snacks and exclusive items that you can only find here. We will briefly introduce 4 special snacks and sweets that you can enjoy only in this place. First, let's try the caramel-flavored soft-serve ice cream. There's no bitterness. It has a rich milk taste. It's so sweet and delicious. Next, we'll try some rice crackers called Happy Churn. It is covered with sweet powder and has a rich flavor. The light and crispy texture is addictive. This poterico is made by mixing potatoes, mayonnaise, and carrots and then frying them. The outside is crispy and the inside is moist. You can enjoy a texture similar to hash browns. These are potato chips coated with butter and honey. It has a sweet aroma of honey. They are delicious as it is, but we recommend trying them with a generous serving of soft-serve ice cream. The combination of freshly fried hot potato chips with the creamy milk-flavored soft-serve ice cream is absolutely perfect. Across from Tokyo Okashi Land, there's a specialty store for Tokyo Banana, a popular Tokyo souvenir. Their moist cake-like confectionery is also recommended, but the cream and donut is only available at this store, so be sure to give it a try. The outside of the bread dough is crispy and the inside is fluffy. It's filled with sweet red bean paste and banana cream. The donut is not too sweet and has an elegant taste. Next, we will introduce a store located near Tokyo Okashi Land. This is Mihashi, a store that specializes in anmitsu. The main store in Ueno was established in 1948 and has a long history. It's so popular that there's often a line, but you can also get it for takeout, so you can enjoy anmitsu without waiting in line. We highly recommend the anmitsu with shiratama rice cakes. It contains beans, agar jelly, mandarin oranges, and sweet red bean paste, and it's eaten with brown sugar syrup. The shiratama rice cakes have a chewy texture and they're addictive. Next, we will introduce a place that is about a 2-minute walk from the previously mentioned Mihashi. The nearest ticket gate to the next place is the Yaesu Underground Central Exit. This is Tokyo Character Street. This area gathers over 30 specialty stores dedicated to various characters. In addition to popular Japanese characters, you'll also find stores for globally famous characters like Harry Potter, Snoopy, Disney, and more. Especially popular is the Pokemon store. They sell various types of Pokemon characters plush toys, and it's bustling with many people. It's also a recommended place for buying souvenirs for children. Next, let us introduce the Kirby Cafe Petite. It's a specialty store for Kirby merchandise that opened in April 2023. Inside the store, you can find plenty of adorable Kirby items. By the way, if you want to buy the cakes that they sell at this store, you'll need to make a reservation on their website. We'll put the link in the description box, so please enter Kirby Cafe Petite in the search box on that website. Make your reservation and then visit the store. You can buy 2 of each type and a maximum of 4 cakes in total per reservation. We'll introduce 3 recommended foods. First, let's start with the bread that you can buy without a reservation. It's a cute bread shaped like a star, just like the ones seen in Kirby games. It has a nice buttery aroma. The dough is moist and fluffy. It has the natural sweetness of milk and eggs. Now, let us introduce 2 sweets that are only available for those who made a reservation. First, let's start with the tiramisu. It comes in an adorable mug cup with Kirby's print on it. In the center of the tiramisu, you'll find a white chocolate decoration in the shape of Kirby's bottom and legs. The combination of mascarpone cheese and fluffy cake is sweet and delicious. The bitterness of cocoa powder adds a nice accent. It's not only cute, but also has an authentic taste. Next up is the Kirby cake that is in the shape of a car. It has adorable details such as the cute tires made with chocolate, so it's too cute to eat. The pink part is a strawberry-flavored blancmange. It has a jiggly texture with a subtle sweetness and a slightly tart strawberry flavor. It pairs perfectly with the fluffy sponge cake. Next, let us introduce a place that is located right near Tokyo Okashiland. It's the Daimaru department store, which spans from basement 1 to the 13th floor. On the basement 1 floor, you'll find over 30 specialty stores offering takeout dishes and bento boxes. We highly recommend the store here, Jojoen. It's a takeout bento specialty store operated by Jojoen, a high-end yakiniku restaurant with over 70 locations throughout Japan. Let us introduce one of their recommended bentos from the 5 available options. By the way, the container that holds the rice and meat for this bento can be heated in the microwave. This time, we'll have the kalbi bento. It comes with 6 thick slices of kalbi. The meat has a savory aroma. The kimchi has just the right amount of spiciness and a slight sweetness. Before eating, pour the sauce over the kalbi and rice. The thick meat is tender and melts in the mouth. Even though it has some fat, the meat is of high quality, so the aftertaste is refreshing. The sweet sauce goes well with the rice. The price is high, but it's a delight to be able to enjoy high-quality yakiniku from a luxury restaurant as a takeout option. Let us briefly introduce 5 other takeout specialty stores located in Daimaru. First, let's start with Jiraiya. In this store, we recommend the tenmusu, which is a onigiri filled with shrimp tempura. The tenmusu is seasoned with a sweet sauce and is bite-sized, making it easy to eat. Next, we'll introduce Meruhen, a specialty sandwich shop. They offer various types of sandwiches, but the highly recommended one is the fruit sandwich filled with strawberries, yellow peaches, kiwi, and whipped cream. The sweet whipped cream and the subtle tartness of the fruit complement each other perfectly. Next, let us introduce Kakiyasu, a specialty meat store. Their menchikatsu, made with Matsusaka beef, is filled with plenty of meat juice. That's luxurious menchikatsu. Next, we'll introduce Takimoto, a specialty seafood store. Their conger eel wrapped in seaweed and mackerel sushi seasoned with vinegar are both satisfying. Their seafood bowl is amazing with a variety of ingredients like salmon roe, negitoro, and shrimp. Next is Seiyo Ginza. The highly recommended food at this store is the Wagyu filet katsu sandwich. The bread is toasted, giving it a crispy texture. The thickly sliced beef is moist and so tender. Now, let's move on to the next area. Next, let us introduce Yaechika, which is located just past Daimaru. It's an underground shopping area directly connected to Tokyo Station with various restaurants and stores. Among the many stores here, we will introduce Don Quijote. This Don Quijote specializes in alcohol and snacks, and it opened in 2021. They offer a wide variety of alcohol and snacks that are hard to find overseas. We will introduce 2 recommended items. First, let's start with potato chips. These potato chips are made without any additives or artificial seasonings. They are fried in olive oil and seasoned with rock salt. They have a firmer texture and a crispy bite compared to regular potato chips. The aroma of olive oil spreads in the mouth. They are slightly more expensive, but they are worth it for their deliciousness. Next is umeshu, a type of alcohol made from plums. It's a set where you can compare 3 different umeshu varieties produced by Choya, the most famous umeshu maker in Japan. Each one has a different aging period, so the aroma and richness of flavors vary. Umeshu is sweet and easy to drink, making it a recommended choice even for someone who is not particularly good with alcohol. It makes a perfect souvenir from Japan. Next, let us briefly introduce 2 recommended stores in Yaechika. Mannequin is a specialty waffle store where you can enjoy freshly baked waffles. It has a wide variety of flavors, but the chocolate flavor is particularly delicious. The dough has a sweetness from the honey and butter, and when combined with the slightly bitter chocolate, it creates a perfect balance. The crispy texture of the chocolate is delightful. Within Yaechika, there is a place called Tokyo Curry Quartet, where 4 curry specialty restaurants are gathered. One highly recommended item in this area is the curry bread sold at Okushiba Shoten. The bread dough is crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside. Inside, there is keema curry with shrimp broth. The rich shrimp flavor spreads throughout the mouth. Now, let's move on to the next area. The next destination is located just past Yaechika from the direction of Tokyo Station. It's Tokyo Midtown Yaesu, which opened in March 2023. It is a building that houses offices and hotels with commercial facilities spanning from basement 1 to the 3rd floor. Let us introduce 2 stores on the basement 1 floor. The first one is Potama, a specialty store with pork and egg onigiri. It's a popular store with its main store located in Okinawa, the birthplace of pork and egg onigiri. The fluffy Japanese rolled omelette is thick and has a satisfying texture. The crispy fried luncheon meat is rich in flavor and goes well with the rice. Torikai Sohonke is a specialty restaurant that specializes in chicken dishes, and it's so popular that there's often a line during lunchtime. The karaage has a wonderful aroma of soy sauce and garlic. They use chicken thigh meat, so it's tender and juicy. Also, one recommended dish is oyakodon, which is made by shimmering eggs and chicken in soy sauce and broth, then served over rice. The chicken is tender and the eggs are fluffy. The flavors of the broth soak into the rice, making it delicious. The next store we'll introduce is located on the second floor of Tokyo Midtown Yaesu. There is a place called Yaesu Public, which is like a food court. Among them, there is a store called Kakigori Collection Baton. This is a store where several famous Japanese shaved ice specialty stores rotate on a limited time basis. About every 1 to 2 weeks, a different shaved ice store takes its place, so you can always try something new. It's better to check the website for the store schedule before visiting. Now, let's move on to the third floor. Our recommendation on this floor is Mekiki no Ginji. The area around Tokyo Station has many upscale restaurants, but this one is an izakaya where you can enjoy seafood dishes at reasonable prices. Let us introduce 3 particularly recommended dishes at this restaurant. First, let's start with the squid tempura. It's freshly fried after the order, so it's piping hot and crispy. We eat it with the sauce made by combining soy sauce and Japanese-style broth, along with grated daikon, radish, and ginger. The squid has a tender texture and a subtle sweetness. It's refreshing to eat when dipped in the broth. Next up is the crab miso. It's grilled on a tabletop gas stove before eating. The rich flavor of the crab spreads in your mouth. Many people order it with alcohol. Lastly, we'll have bara chirashi. It's a colorful seafood bowl with tuna, salmon, cucumber, and salmon roe on top of the rice. You can enjoy various flavors all at once. This place is open for lunch, so you can also just enjoy the food without drinking alcohol. Now, let's move on to the next area. Next, let us introduce Grand Star Yaesu and Tokyo Ramen Street. Once you exit the Yaesu Underground Central exit, turn right and walk for about a minute to reach there. First, we'll introduce Yabaton, located inside Grand Star Yaesu. This restaurant specializes in miso katsu and is a popular restaurant in Nagoya, the home of miso katsu. You can dine in the restaurant or get it for takeout. A particularly popular dish is the miso katsu don, where freshly fried tonkatsu is topped with miso. They use hacho miso, which is richer and more flavorful than regular miso, enhancing the taste of the rice and tonkatsu even more. And for a more casual way to enjoy miso katsu, there's the katsu sandwich. The pork fillet cutlet is seasoned with miso. The bread is moist and fluffy. It's filet meat, so it has less fat and is tender. It's delicious as it is, but it becomes even more flavorful when you add some karashi mustard. The size is small, so it's easy to eat even on the Shinkansen. Right next to the previously introduced Yabaton, there's the next destination. Finally, let us introduce Tokyo Ramen Street. Tokyo Ramen Street gathers 8 popular ramen shops from Japan. During lunchtime, it's such a popular area that all the restaurants have long lines. By the way, besides Tokyo Ramen Street, there are 2 other places with the gathering of ramen shops at Tokyo Station, so let us briefly explain them. At Yaechika, where we introduced Don Quixote earlier, there is Tokyo Ramen Yokocho. There are 7 ramen shops gathered, and it's bustling with many people. Next, we have arrived at Kitte, a commercial facility located in the direction of Yurakucho from Tokyo Station. On the basement 1 floor of this building is a place called Ramen Gekisenku. There are 5 popular ramen shops. It's a bit far from Tokyo Station, so compared to Tokyo Ramen Streets, it's often less crowded. Alright, let's go back to Tokyo Ramen Street. This time, we'll introduce 2 popular restaurants. First, let's start with the Salt Ramen Specialty Store, Hirugao. We'll introduce two types of ramen. First, let us introduce the most popular salt ramen. It's a simple ramen made with premium salt from Vietnam. The broth is made from dried bonito, chicken bones, and scallops, giving it a richer flavor than it lacks. The toppings include green onions, bamboo shoots, chashu pork, and seaweed. The thin noodles made from wheat grown in Hokkaido blend well with the soup. Now, let us introduce the next dish. Next, we'll have the tsukemen. It's a luxurious tsukemen with egg and shrimp wontons. The soup has more sourness compared to the previous ramen, and it's even richer. The shrimp wontons have a sweet taste and a nice chewy texture. It's recommended to dip the half-boiled egg in the soup and eat it. The noodles are thicker and have a chewier texture compared to regular ramen noodles. If you prefer a rich flavor, tsukemen is highly recommended over ramen. Alright, let's go to the next restaurant. Finally, we'll introduce Rokurinsha, the most popular restaurant at Tokyo Ramen Street. It's a famous ramen specialty store that popularized tsukemen in Japan. There's always a long line, and during lunchtime, you may have to wait for more than an hour. For those staying in Japan for an extended period or people with a kitchen in their hotel, taking frozen food to go is also recommended. The dumplings are a frozen food exclusive item that you can't eat in the restaurant. It's easy to cook as you simply need to fry it in a frying pan. The skin is crispy on the outside but chewy on the inside. They have a strong garlic and ginger flavor, and it's delicious. With frozen tsukemen, you can enjoy the same taste as the restaurant without waiting in line. It's easy to cook. The soup comes with toppings like chashu pork and bamboo shoots. It's great to be able to enjoy the same taste as the restaurant easily. Now, let's go back to the restaurant. By the way, we arrived around 3 p.m. on a weekday. There was a line, but we were able to get inside the restaurant in about 10 minutes. You purchase a food ticket just before entering the restaurant. This time, let us introduce two dishes. First, we'll have the ramen. Rokurinsha is famous for its tsukemen, but their ramen is also recommended. Unlike tsukemen, it has plenty of pork bone broth, so it's a bit richer in fat compared to tsukemen. The noodles are thin, so the soup coats them well. By the way, Junjiro seems to prefer this ramen over tsukemen. Finally, let us introduce the tsukemen. The soup has a rich aroma of chicken bones and fish powder. The noodles are thick and have a nice scent of wheat. Compared to ramen soup, the tsukemen has a rich and thick flavor with a slight thickness. We'll share the hidden tips for enjoying the soup after finishing the noodles. Let's dip the noodles in the soup generously and eat. The thick noodles have a chewy texture. It's a perfect combination for the rich soup. Once you try Rokurinsha's tsukemen, you'll become addicted to it, to the point where you won't want to go to other tsukemen restaurants. After finishing the noodles, please hand the bowl with the remaining soup to the staff. They will add hot water with fish broth and yuzu to the soup. The rich soup becomes milder in flavor, allowing you to enjoy the tsukemen until the last. When you come to Japan, be sure to enjoy a variety of delicious dishes at Tokyo Station. See you in the next video. Bye bye!